And we're gonna continue the game. Now, I think it has like 10 to 12 levels.
Will, rise and shine.
We're gonna skip this because before I ended the stream last time in Little Guardsman, we already heard all of this.
Shouldn't
We got the...
and oh. Wait, don't touch that. Do you want? Okay. Hush.
Okay. So, yeah, like I said, we had all of this dialogue last time. And yeah.
Now you get out of here and enjoy your day off. But don't enjoy it too much. You have to work all night, remember?
Okay, so new. That's completely new now. Wow, those are a lot of rats.
Oh, God. The rat problem is even worse than I thought. We eat all of our meals here.
But yeah, this is new. Usually we have the day shift, so now we get the first time night shift. Not that I think it matters much. She gets. Okay. You don't find this concerning?
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
Yes, a rat as a hat. Oh no. I'm just going here out of curiosity, to be honest. Oh, this is new.
Isla, Simon, Lamont. How's it going, guys?
Hey, if it isn't Little Miss, I haven't been around for a while. Where you been all this time?
Not around. I got what every kid fears they'll get one day. Chickenpox? Worse than that, Simon. I got a job. What are you up to?
Well, you just missed the rock throwing portion of our morning. Sadly, we chucked the last rock in the alley over the fence. Next, well...
We were thinking of seeing if we could get our mitts on some of the cool stuff that Garby guys got over there. They look like magical toys, basically.
I have to use a bunch of those for my job, and even though they look like a barrel of laughs, they're serious business.
Come on, Lil. For some reason, the world is basically treating you like you're old. Work your magic and score us some sweet loot.
I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I'll talk to Garbanzo over there and see.
Garbanzo. Let me guess, those are the developers. This is such a good idea, right? Have you seen this person? Hello, Epitune and Will Noise.
Come on, Lil. Hit up Garby for some loot for us.
I start the stream, nobody's here, and then I decide to play the game that will not offend anyone, and then they both show up. I'm so happy, and yet now I have to play this game first. How are you doing, you two?
Hi, Lil. Sorry, I'm not quite ready to open up the shop yet. I can't seem to find my inventory key. What are you doing up so early?
working the graveyard shift tonight. So, I'm finally available to see some of my friends who have responsible parents and reasonable bedtimes.
People like those small hooligans over there?
Those aren't small hooligans, they're my friends. And I was actually coming to talk to you about letting us borrow a couple of items.
I stand by my statement. And we can talk about loaning you some merchandise later. But first, I've lost the key to my inventory, and I think one of them might have stolen it. Maybe you could talk to them for me. Work your little guardsman magic and see what you could do to get it back.
On it.
You don't have to be sorry, Abitsun. You're not obligated to be here. I was making a joke. I can be glad that you are even here and feel like you want to watch my stream. A bit random, but wanna hear what's something that I really dislike? Sure. Most these criminals are part of the notorious Hilltop gang, bunch of dogs, and most likely the developers.
Alright guys, time to confess. Which one of you took poor Garby's inventory key?
Wasn't me. I don't know.
I ain't saying nothing.
So that's the way it's gonna be, is it? Listen, I need that key to upgrade tools and buy more power crystals, so one of you is gonna tell me who's responsible.
Are you a lawyer all of a sudden?
Nope, but I'm a guardsman. I hope you got your story straight, cause I really don't want to go down to the guard shed and get my metal detector.
Terms of services, EULAs, etc. that say, by clicking accept I agree, I've read and understood the terms. And
So tell me, which one of you took Garby's key?
It was Simon.
when there is updates to terms, etc. But instead of telling what it changed, it's like, yeah, the new terms of services, please read. Yeah. There are a few things that you can do to make this better. Like some pages, websites do that actually. So they basically have their terms of services, their TOS and so on. And they write it in the normal terms. And then on the side, on the right side, they shorten this in a more understandable way. I wish all of them would do that. Point 1. Point 2, if they change something, and I have also to say, some people do that, they send you an information or at least give you a link to the information of updates and don't tell you read the TOS again. They actually show we changed this and that and it means this. But the majority still do what you dislike, and I completely agree with you. And then you could be Adobe and basically ask people to pay you a subscription to use their products and then have in the TOS something that says like, you cannot unsubscribe unless you pay this X amount of $100 before that. Except now they're in shit because people noticed and now Adobe is getting sued. Which is the correct thing to do. You wanna unsubscribe? Well, pay me $400. Like, sure, bro.
poking his big, dumb, handsome nose that sits in the middle of his gorgeous face all around that booth. It was probably him. Oh, he's such a bad boy, but also...
I've never brought this up to the group before, but I think Isla is a kleptomaniac. I always see her taking things out of Lamont's backpack when he's not looking. But also, I could make up my mind now or dig a little deeper.
I said it before, I'll say it again. It was Isla.
I know it wasn't me. I'm in a bit of a two-strike situation with my parents, and I'll be sent to the National Ballet School in Marvog if I get in trouble again.
Oh shit. We have noise. I have something for you. Here. I changed it, so it's different now. Read it. Got it? Okay.
But I'm telling you, Lamont got here first, and I saw him rooting around Garby's shop.
Okay, maybe Isla isn't a klepto, but she did go through his bag just before you got here. Maybe she's got a good reason to be going through his stuff. I got here third, so I didn't see anything.
So, did you figure out who took my key?
I hate to be a narc, but I think it was... It was probably Lamont. He's the tough-looking kid with the missing tooth.
Thanks, Lil. I'll be right back. Hey, you! Mullet boy! Stay right where you are!
Garby isn't smart or strong or fast. By the time he reached Lil's hooligan friends, they had run off. But Lil had been correct and startled. Lamont dropped the key as he fled.
Ugh, got the key back. And those hooligans ran off. It's a win-win. Now my shop is ready to open. For helping me out, I'd like to offer you some gold to upgrade one of your tools. Or load up on crystals. Whatever your lil heart desires.
Okay, that's like 50 gold. Yeah. Is it a continent or like what is it? Earth's outer. Yeah. Is it a continent? Yeah. Hmm.
Need something else?
No. Do you want Lil to dumpster dive? Sure. Lil found a power crystal between a pile of chicken bones and broken vacuum cleaner. Good for you. I agree. That is good for me. Okay.
Why that good for me?
There are so many places to go. The exciting Colosseum for sport. Dungeon Malcolm's office. The guard shift. And the dig site. Well, let's go first to the dig site. The entrance to the dig site is closed, but there's a note. I have convened a meeting at the Mages Guild. The dig site is closed for the day. Dr. Marquis Beatrix von Matterhorn.
Well, that's just great. What am I supposed to do now? I guess I could go back in time to when she was here.
Sure. See what happens. I just instantly die. Your recklessness use of the chronometer 3000 triggered a catastrophic rift in the space-time continuum. You died.
Well,
Easy.
that's just great. But Dr. B did say I could only use it at the guard shed. Maybe that's why it's on the fritz? I better just get to my shift before this thing explodes.
How about no?
Oh, hello, dear. Are you here to watch the Goblin Ball game?
Hiya, Mrs. A. I usually find Goblin Ball too boring to watch, unless of course there's a little action on it, if you know what I mean.
I most certainly do. I've got this month's pension check riding on a sure thing tip that's gonna pay out big time.
She's crazy.
You sure seem confident, Mrs. A. Care to share that tip with this underage gambler?
Your father wouldn't be pleased with me, but I'll tell you what. Since I really bet the ranch on this next game, I don't have any gold left to buy my snacks. Would you be willing to help a little old lady buy a large hat made of nacho chips with melted cheese sauce on top? Mama just can't enjoy the game without one.
35 gold. No way.
I don't think I should, Mrs. A. Heavily salted food at your age could contribute to what I'm guessing is an already existing heart condition.
Why, you presumptuous little... No matter. I'm sure Fredo will spot me for it. I'll be good for it after my bet comes through anyway.
She basically already told me.
This hat, it is not as fantastic as my previous hat. My journey, it continues.
This guy is killing me. So I have 46 gold.
Step right up, one and all, and win some money on the Goblin Ball.
Hello again, Fredo.
Again? I've never seen you before in my life.
But I placed a bet with you on the last game.
Doesn't ring a bell.
The Kalidar Lightning game against the Brawlers, I won some money.
Okay, if you say so. Person I've never seen before. Anyways, you want to make a bet on the game?
Sure.
Here are the teams at play, kiddo. Which one do you want to hear about? This team went under a major rebranding and hired a whole new set of eager rookies. They're fast, but lack the muscle mass that some of the more seasoned teams have. Let's hope the starch in those new uniforms doesn't slow them down too much. You sure you want to bet on them? How much you looking to gamble?
I don't have too much money, so 20. Yeah.
All right, kid. Your bet is in. Good luck.
I would love to bet far more, but I never have enough money.
Let's watch some Goblin Ball.
What an embarrassing series of unfortunate accidents for the Sprawl Brawlers. First, Jorbala Pepstein failed to barrel roll out of the way of the Marauders' lightning-fast offensive line. Then the dynamic duo, Edie and Audrey O'Goblin, only
Finally
shaved
some
12
good
of the
sports.
14.7 seconds off of the time the Brawlers needed to open the Diamond Snorf's cage. It all comes down to the final wagon wheel toss today, folks, and the coach has sent in Sir Warren of Bainbridge, the bad boy of the Brawlers' midfield passive-aggressive line. He's muttering something to himself. He spits. He lifts the wheel above his head. He spins. He spins again. He spins a third time, and it's launched. The Marauders' Weather Wizard can't touch a throw like that, and it's through the posts. The Sprawl Brawlers win.
Wow. Goodbye, my money.
Hey, tough luck, kid. Come back next time for all your illegal gambling needs. Just ask for Fredo.
Is the answer a supercontinent? No. But you're going into the right direction. Well. Oh no, it's Buttface. Oh no, it's Buttface. Little knocks, but there's no response. Why can't I go here? We read that before. Well, looks like I can't do anything here. How strange. Okay, let's start our night shift. Down to the shed to work the night shift. All unvisited locations will become unavailable. Yes. Woo!
What's this? A mysterious present? Perhaps a secret admirer?
With whom it may concern. Your choice of champion for the Prince's rescue mission was found acceptable. Unfortunately, we haven't heard much from the mage yet, just a lot of squeaks and chirps from his tower. Regardless, please find enclosed a one-time bonus for your proficiency in character evaluation. Ta for now. P.S. My regrets on your nighttime work inconvenience. Councilwoman Ash. You received a free truth spray slot upgrade. Ah, nice.
Sweet.
There is no writ for the night shift. However, there is a book labeled Monster Manual sitting in front of Lil. Oh god. The Sprawl Monster Manual, first edition. Doppelganger, shapeshifters. Frequency, very rare. Special attacks, shape change, sneak attack. Weakness, susceptible to physical damage. So the The whip is gonna work on them. Alignment, chaotic evil. Size, small to medium humanoid. Does your loved one seem more adult than usual? Maybe they are being replaced by a doppelganger. These monstrous creatures have the ability to superficially assume the appearance of anyone. When dealing with the suspected shapeshifter, show them an item they should recognize. Where possible, show them their child. Show them Jimmy. It's always Jimmy. Note, chemical compounds such as the patented truth spray have no effect on what are essentially gelatinous blobs. Forest entities. Frequency, rare, special attack, stomp or thromp. Weakness, fire, woodcutter's axes, poorly administered town hall meetings. What? Poorly administered town hall meetings? Fire. I don't have any fire. Alignment, true neutral. Size, climbable. The story of the first transformation from mundane tree to sentient mobile being is lost to history. These creatures are extremely dangerous but generally motivated by threats to their territory. The bark of forest entity is often the site of cryptic magical runes and prophetic writings that can be deciphered. So, for the first time, the deciphering becomes a thing that makes sense. Well, goblins. Frequency very common, special attacks none, weakness susceptible to physical injury, alignment varied, small. When the great expansion of the Sprawl was undertaken by King Oswin the First and his son King Oswin II, Goblin participated as laborers and artisans in the city's construction. In recent times, various crimes and misfortunes have been widely attributed to this group, leading to their decreased presence in public life. Whether or not they have an actual predisposition for crime and mayhem is hotly debated by the High Council and non-human right groups. Herring, red. Really? Frequency, about 50-50. Special attacks cause confusion, create conflict where none should exist. Oh, they are Karens. Weakness, careful consideration. Weaknesses is careful consideration. Alignment, chaotic neutral. Oh, look! The red herring is like me. Size, small fish to giant and everything in between. Beware the red herring. Its siren's call has led many adventurers to follow the wrong path or to find enemies where none exist. Use your judgment and don't believe everything you hear and see. The temptation to believe a red herring is strong, but vigilant and you will be vigilant and you will come out on top. Lycanthropes, aka werewolves. Hey, werewolves! Nice. I had a dream about a werewolf. Frequency, rare. Aww. Special attacks, bestial rage, claws, teeth. Weaknesses, silver, the rising sun, and you. Alignment, chaotic evil. Why? Size, post-transformation, big as fuck. That's the only thing we want, right? Academics are split on whether this affliction is magical or medical. The curse or afflicted person suffers an attack or bite, and come the first full moon, transform into a half-man, half-beast killing machine. Killing machine. Yes, kill me. Ah. In most cases, the individual remains blissfully unaware of the transformation, but in some cases they know and desperately seek asylum to save their loved ones from their dark passenger. Mole people. Hearing the word werewolf is like a sleeper protocol activation word.
Execute Protocol 66.
What protocol was it? I don't remember.
Execute Protocol 69.
Mole people. Frequency common. Special attack, digging, biting when provoked. Weaknesses, daylight, non-fatal. Alignment varied, often true, neutral. Size small. Long ago, a subset of humans and elves carved out alive, lived underground. Humans and elves. This evolutionary branch began to change to accommodate their new existence. They became smaller, relying more heavily on their sense of smell and hearing than their soon underdeveloped eyesight. With addition, their hands and figures became more claw-like because of the digging. While considered disfigured and even monstrous by some people, please do not persecute the mole people. They are not to be punted. After all, without mole person labor and digging know-how, the sprawl wouldn't enjoy the world's greatest sewer system. Necromancer, rare, special attacks, raise undead, miscellaneous spells, weaknesses, their egos, alignment, lawful evil, size, all bodies are beach bodies, magic practitioner who have broken their codes and oaths and turned to the forbidden arts. Although not illegal, they should be discouraged from entering the sprawl. Note, the Mages Guild would gladly welcome a fallen wizard who has seen the error of their ways back into the fold. However, not one has yet chosen to give up the dark arts once they've tasted the sweet, sweet necromancy. Lithosphere tectonic plates. Osumene. Perkele. World, Earth crust. No to all. Vampires. Frequency common. It's common? Isn't that like something you should be worried about if vampires are suddenly common? Special attack, change into a bat. Yes, wow. Hypnosis, flight, dental peculiarities. Weakness, sunlight, UV, garlic. Counting bags of small grains, wooden stakes. Are they going to tell me that a weakness of a vampire is having OCD? Time to stop browsing Wikipedia and instead ask you about your dream. Look, you already know. We're talking about a continent. And remember, the question is, what are our names? That is certainly an interesting idea. I don't know. It just makes no sense. Why is it specifically a bag of small grains? Like, sure, when it comes to OCD, it makes sense. But why specifically that? Like, only that. Not something else as well. It's only that. Lineman, usually evil, but best not to judge a book by its cover. Human size. In centuries past, vampires were the stuff of myths and legends, sticking to the shadows and covering up their ghastly deeds in order to remain hidden from polite society. From polite society! The polite society is gently putting this wooden stake into your heart. Recently, as a result of the powerful vampire rights movement led by goth rock icon Vlad Extreme. Goth rock icon Vlad Extreme. Vampires have come out of the closet and many have become productive members of society. Oh my god. I hope these people make more comedy games. They certainly know how to hit the right notes. Oh. This is by far the best entry so far in this book. Sure, no problem. Five, 6, 7, 8. Oh look, it's a vampire.
Child, I have not seen you at the post before.
Ah yes. Can you count to 3? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah, you know how it goes. Drew the short straw this time. Burning it at both ends, you know. Just gotta keep on trucking through.
I hear you, working the graveyard shift myself.
Yeah.
You said it.
Let me look. We're gonna need this. Let's just talk first.
What did you say your name was, sir?
Heinrich.
And last name?
That's funny because English people cannot pronounce CH correctly. It would be Heinrich. I find this always amusing when English-speaking people pronounce CH as a K. But I'm not gonna really blame them for it. And last name?
Vampire.
Vampire. Heinrich von Peyer.
Vampire?
Vampire.
Title?
Count.
Your name is Count Heinrich von Peyer?
Yes.
That's a fun name to have.
It is? Huh. It is. Why, thank you, little girl. I happen to come from a long line of vampires.
I have no doubt in my mind. Sorry to bug you, Lieutenant Stryker. It's Lil at the southern gate. I hope I didn't wake you.
Nobody wakes me because I never sleep. Rest is for the weak because that's when they get you. Now, what is it you want?
She's a robot. Or a cyborg. Yeah, she's a cyborg. She is the person every company wants.
I have someone here requesting admittance, but I have this funny feeling in my gut that I shouldn't.
Always listen to your gut, kid, but don't listen to any other part of your body. If I did, I'd be asleep right now. Got me?
I think so?
Good. Now I've got to get back to making espresso and doing jumping jacks. Don't bug me again unless it's necessary.
Your job is to run names through a database to see if there are criminals or we looking for them. You did nothing of that. Jesus. Ah. 6 people coming through here tonight. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She's speedrunning live. Cardiac arrest percent. Any cardiac arrest percent.
Your tawdry magic spray does not have any effect on me, child.
That's kind of what I expected. I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with this. But he could also be a maniac. I don't know. I will do an admit for now. I like that they have no picture of him.
Would you care to enter the sprawl?
Why, thank you for the lovely invitation. I accept. Thank you, little girl. Until the next time you work the night shift.
Hopefully that's never. Have a good time in there.
It's probably gonna be... Wow, it's 3 stars? You let him in? He's clearly a vampire. I don't care what he says. He does for a living. He's undead. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. But I'm going to continue.
Listen, little girl, there isn't much time. You must send me to jail immediately. I pray you don't make me explain any further. We haven't the time.
Seen you before.
I feel like I've seen you before. Did you go to a funeral for a cat recently?
Sprinkles! That vile beast of a feline. I am certain that cat cursed me and turned me into the monster I am today.
Oh, he's a werewolf. I see. He's a werewolf. Well, that's easy.
Thank you. Bless you, child. The world is a safer place now.
I really hope you get the help you need.
Potentially I should have also scanned him with the X-ray for potential loot. You observed and understood this man's affliction, lichenism. You made the right decision, and quickly. No,
Oh my
it's him.
god.
No, little one. Not a god, just an incredibly handsome mortal. People make that mistake all the time. It is I, Prince Phineas, heir heir to the throne of Petrard.
I know who you are. I was working the gate when you arrived. I let you in.
And still you mistake me for a god? Well, who can blame you?
Do you have anything to declare? Please say no and just go about your business.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
I declare that I am...
Go on.
What?
You kind of trailed off there?
What?
You said,
I declare that I am.
and then...
Then what?
Okay, and I feel like I'm gonna regret asking, but what have you been doing tonight?
What do you want me to say? Milkmaids? Or what I've been doing with the milkmaids?
Well, we've come this far. What have you been doing with the milkmaids?
I got thrown out for trying to stretch a single into a double.
I just feel sorry for you, man.
Don't pity me, little one. I am a crown prince of the realm.
I don't really understand what it means. I have a general idea. I think I'm going to stop there to think more about it.
A sad one. Aren't you here trying to win the hand of Princess Desdemona?
Well, sure I am, but when the Mages Guild throws a party in your honor, boy, do they know how to show you a good time. And you can't stop a fox from stealing eggs, am I right? Huh?
I have never heard that foxes steal eggs. I can understand that foxes eat eggs, for obvious reasons. But I never heard this saying.
What? What does that even mean?
It means everyone always thought the Sprawl was crazy for being aligned with such an uptight group of old bores. They really know how to show a guy a good time.
No, I meant the thing about the foxes stealing eggs.
Yeah, they are a pretty big issue for farmers in some areas. Wouldn't the issue be more like they take the chickens than their eggs? You know, if I was a carnivore, I would probably prefer the chicken over the egg.
Can't stop them, and I'm the fox.
Barf, 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 barf. Good night, Prince Phineas.
That's me. Ha ha.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. Now get out of here, you drunk fool.
Oh, all right.
We didn't even do anything. We just talked to him. Oh god, it's her.
Good evening, my dear.
Mrs. Abernathy, you're out awful late, especially with all these comings and goings about the Sprawl.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
Of course. Nothing? Disappointed.
You know, normally I expect to see more. Bones and, you know, human innards.
Oh, it's a shapeshifter.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
Yeah, that seems pretty off to me. I'm sorry, Mrs. Abe, but I think this is for your own good. Boy, that felt awful to say.
Oh, my stars! Would you look at the time? How the day does get away from you. I best be turning in.
Guards, take this sweet little old lady to prison. Man, this just keeps getting worse and worse. Well, that's weird.
I only get the 2 stars? Something seemed especially monstrous about the old bag tonight. She's the dungeon master's problem now. Why do I get only 2 stars for that? Huh? Okay. We are not done with the night shift yet. I need to see where we are. 4 out of 6.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the little girl who works the guard shed. I was hoping we'd meet again. I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a rather important meeting to attend.
Oh no, it's a necromancer. Their ego is their weakness. Mage's Guild would like gladly to welcome a fallen wizard. However, not one has yet chosen to give up that sweet, sweet necromancy. They should be discouraged from entering the sprawl.
When I was a little boy and my powers were beginning to form, I had a budgie named Petey. Petey was my best, nay, only friend.
Oh my, what big teeth you have. To be honest, the first time you read through this, I thought you improvised most of the text because I was tapped out of the time. No, I was not. Turns out the book is actually just that chaotic. Oh yes.
When he flew full speed into the window and fell to the floor, my innate ability to rouse the dead awakened.
So he raised a toy back to life.
Have I spent most of my adult life trying to hide these forbidden gifts? Yes. Do they come in handy when certain foreign visitors practice their ballet and decapitate a few chambermaids? Also, yes.
I see.
And what exactly is this meeting you're attending?
If you must know, I was summoned by Praetor Kargan personally. It is a highly confidential matter that doesn't concern you.
Okay. Well, he basically just said that he's raising the dead if someone died to the ballet. And that Praetor calls for him would indicate that she probably killed someone by accident. by accident.
The Praetor is here waiting on the decision of Princess Desdemona. Seems legit to me.
Oh, good. So long as it passes your inspection. I was so concerned that you would have reservations. Thank goodness you approve.
Stop being an ass, idiot.
Praetor Kargan will be most pleased by this. You actually did your job today. Your parents must be so proud.
My dad, maybe. My mom's dead.
Would you like me to do something about that?
Ugh, just go.
You let the creepy guy into the sprawl, but it's not like you personally started raising animals from the dead at St. Euphegenius. Why is this a 2-star? Anyway. Oh, an end. I completely agree with that.
Oh my god! Are you some kind of scary tree monster?
Yes. Now let me in or I'll thwomp and stomp you.
It's an ent ET. Fire, woodcutters, axes, poorly administered town hall meetings. Extremely dangerous, but generally motivated by threats to their territory. Bark of forest entity is often the site of cryptical magical. The bark of forest entity is often the site of cryptical magical rooms. Ah, okay. Well, it's time. For the first time, we're gonna use this.
I noticed you have something carved on your bark, but I can't quite make out what it says.
Somebody carved it on me when I was a sapling. It was a mistake.
Mind if I try to read it?
Okay.
It reads, to lodge all power in one party and keep it there is to ensure bad government and the sure and gradual deterioration of public morals.
What? To lodge all power in one party and keep it there is to ensure bad government and the sure and gradual deterioration of the public morals. Okay.
Does that mean anything to you?
That was the words of person who came to woods to write. I remember him, Mark Goblin Twain. He was inspiring to Scary Tree Monster. Talked about how to make change in world.
That was the person. Was inspiring to. I see.
And was it through stomping and thwomping?
No, it wasn't. That was Scary Tree Monster's idea. He spoke of change through something called corrupt government systems.
Maybe there's a better way to get people out of your woods. Maybe a more official way.
Are you saying Scary Tree Monster should run for government office to implement real systemic change?
Oh my god, that's perfect!
Sure, why not?
Oh my god, that's so good!
And what business would you say you have in the sprawl this evening?
Too many people come through my woods. Too many strangers stomping on our roots and throwing their garbage on us. Me and my brothers and sisters say no more.
That must be really hard on you and the other scary tree monsters.
Not all are scary.
But they are tree monsters. This is hard to tell. Like, should I let him in? Or should I not let him in? This is so hard to tell.
So if people coming through your woods is bugging all of your plant friends, why didn't they all show up? Why just send you?
Plant friends got together and decided Scary Tree Monster should go. Scary Tree Monster was voted the scariest and strongest and can walk pretty well. So he was the one elected to stomp and thwomp.
Seems like you have a pretty democratic way of figuring things out in the woods.
Yes, but we must still be wary of the tyranny of the majority.
Man, I don't know. You know, the sprawl is pretty corrupt. You know, the thing is, I will run this and the next person and then rewind everything anyway. So I will deny him and see what it gets me. This might kill me.
You know, I've got nothing but faith in your new political career, Scary Tree Monster, but I just don't feel comfortable letting you in. Not without you going back to the forest and talking to all your other tree and plant friends about this.
You make a good point. I will go to my community and really listen to them, then bring their needs forward to be heard. I look forward to earning your vote one day.
Wow. I will vote for this end. You planted a seed in the Scary Tree Monster's mind, then cruelly denied him. Don't send him away just as he's waking up to civic responsibility. Okay.
Hello. I wish safe passage through this gate.
Can do. I'm just gonna need you to lift that hood. Gotta see if you're human or elf or gelatinous blob. We've had all types tonight.
I'm afraid I can't do that. I assure you, I am human. Now, please allow me safe passage.
You have a leaf there, which is an indication for elf. So we already had the doppelganger, the entity, the goblins were already here. The red herring hasn't shown up yet. Lycanthrope has shown up. This could potentially be a mole person, but you know, they have claws. Oh, I see how it is. Vampires to be denied, but a thrashing tree monster is to be let in, I guess. I mean, they could be one of the mole peoples, but didn't they say small? Or is the size of mole people defined? It's certainly defined. Small, so it's not a mole person.
Whoa, what's with the neck candy? A little out of place for someone dressed so discreetly.
My necklace is none of your concern.
So you stole it?
I did not steal it.
Then it was a gift?
Yes, from my mother.
I wish I got a gift like that from my mom. Only thing I got from her was this hair.
Yoink.
I'm gonna have to hold on to this just until we can get your story straight.
No, you mustn't.
Maybe you tell me a bit more about you, and then maybe I can give you back your shiny rock on a string.
No, I can't. Fine, keep it. I will return for it another day.
Aw, you're no fun. That emerald looked like the real thing. Maybe I should call one of the higher-ups about it.
I'm forwarding you to Mrs. Ash now. Please hold.
Oh, God. Yay.
Lil, I've heard something about a necklace.
Hello to you, too. Yes, the cloaked woman is rocking some serious neckwear. Silver chain, big green rock.
That is the same necklace that the princess wears. Maybe the princess gave it to her as proof so that she could enter safely and relay a message to me. Let her in immediately and tell Travis he's fired.
Why?
Oh, I tell him that every night. It's our little game. Ta! I'm still on the call, you know.
I keep the necklace.
I don't know why, but something tells me I should let you enter. Maybe it's the necklace, maybe it's the nothing else you've told me about yourself, but I gotta follow my gut on this one.
Thank you. The choice you made here today will not go unrewarded.
Kleptomania. The game itself told me that it is my duty to take things from people. It's also my only other income that I can generate.
Tacos.
What?
Make my reward tacos.
Okay, sure.
Hooray!
Okay. It seems this mysterious lady was hiding a role surprised. Well deducted, Guardsman, and there may be tacos in your future. Now I'm going to rewind everything. So first we have the vampire. We have the vampire. But the vampire is to be let in. The lycanthrope is to be put in jail. I just don't get why we got only 2 stars on the shapeshifter. That is strange. So let's see. This was unnecessary. The truth spray here was completely unnecessary. The thing is this, why would I deny the shapeshifter? Because they always say, like, if someone dangerous is going around, I should throw them into jail. Because they become a danger to other people. So here it's clear. Scan them, take the necklace, and let them through. In this case, it's probably a good idea to decipher that and then talk to him. Like, we deny him, but we should accept him? Hopping off from watching, thanks for streaming, see you. Thank you so much, very nice, and have a wonderful rest. So we admit the vampire. Should we admit the vampire? Or should we... This is clear. This is weird. Not sure when resting, but you have a wonderful rest when you do. Thank you. Bye bye. Let's see. The vampire was okay to admit. It was okay to put him in jail. This is strange because it's like, huh? So I wouldn't really have to do anything here because I could right away put them in jail. Like talk maybe to them once, and then put them to jail. Necromancer is weird. Hmm.
Good evening.
Yeah, you know.
I hear
Yeah.
you.
This is strange. I was sure there was one that was like use physical force. Susceptible to physical damage. The doppelganger. Okay. You. Let's see.
Then what do we have in there?
Those would be my fillings. If you would like a closer inspection, all you need do is come closer, child.
Okay, that wasn't so useful. They should still be allowed. It's the necromancers that are not allowed. But yeah.
What did you say your name was, sir? And title? Your name is Count.
Yes.
That's a fun name to.
It is? Huh, it is.
I have no doubt.
Congratulations! You're caller 63, so you've won tickets to the big concert tomorrow night.
Malcolm? It's Lil. I have a question about someone wanting to pass through the gate.
No Malcolm here, only DJ J-Star giving away all the hottest tickets to the best shows in town.
Okay, but what do I do about this guy?
Let him in. You did win a pair of tickets after all.
What concert are they for?
The Vincent Donkers Live Toad Experience. It's the best in Croak Rock.
Croak Rock.
On second thought, you can keep them.
We're never gonna give these tickets away.
Would you care to enter the sprawl?
Why?
Hopefully that's next.
Let's see what I get out of this. That's better than before. You let him in? He's clearly a vampire. Don't care what he says, what he does for a living, he's an undead. So I should deny him? 6 out of 6 custom time travels available. Let's do a denial. Just curious.
Good evening.
Yeah.
Hi. You?
I just want to see what I get out of that.
There is no way I'm gonna let you in. You're clearly a vampire. You're here to suck the blood of the innocent and create evil minions.
Hey, there is no need for that.
Excuse me?
Yes, I am a vampire, but I am not defined by it. I am also a prominent member of this society, and I am running late for my job at my clinic. I am a chiropractor.
What was a chiropractor again? Save me, search engine. Is a form of alternative medicine concerned with the diagnosis, treatment, and prevention of mechanical disorders of the musculoskeleton system, especially the spine. Okay.
I've never heard of a late-night chiropractic clinic before.
It is for other vampires. There are more of us than you think. And I do not appreciate you discriminating against us with your hurtful and dated vampire stereotypes.
I'm sorry, I never knew. This is my first night shift.
I mean, sure, when the odd normie comes in, we crack their back and then maybe bite their neck a couple of times, but it's all in good fun.
It's fine. It's fine. It's just blood. You can make more of it.
Now, would you kindly reconsider your choice and invite me in already?
Still.
You know, I still don't get a good feeling about this. It's gonna be a hard pass on letting you in.
Oh, the nerve of some people. You'll regret this.
Whatever, vampire.
Let's see what I get out of that. 2 stars. You denied him and saved countless innocents from being turned into vampire minions. Yes, he was a prominent member of the healthcare community, but he was still occasionally biting normies. What does the game even want from me? Like, let him in is not enough. Let him not in is not enough. Throwing him in jail would be stupid because he can just get out. You know, just turn into a bat and, well, fly between the bars out into freedom. Like, huh? I cannot steal anything from him. So, I don't even know. Guess I'm going to let this go as it is.
Listen, little girl, there isn't much time.
I feel like I've seen you before.
Sprinkles!
You know, I'm not entirely sure if the idea is to do as fast as possible the decision, or if it counts your deduction ability before you make a choice.
Thank you. Bless you, child. The world is a safer place now.
I really hope you get the help you... Oh my... I know who...
And as a matter...
Yeah, go on. You can't...
What?
You said... Okay. And then... Good night.
Okay.
Good evening, my dear.
This is Abernathy. You're out awful late.
Oh, my stars! Would you...
Like, I let's test this out. So basically I got 2 stars, which makes no sense. Why did I get 2 stars for that? Because I literally discovered that they are a shapeshifter, and then I sent them to jail. So it should make sense if I would do this right away and get a better rating for that.
I'm sorry, Mrs.
Oh, my...
Guards? Well, that's weird.
That should at least be a... No? That's another old pack. It's the Dungeons Master problem now. Why? It's strange.
Well, well, well.
So we have you, and they usually say we should get rid of necromancers. They should be discouraged from entering the sprawl. Just curious. Uh-huh. Books.
So, what's the book?
This ancient tome is the key to all we know about necromancy and the powers of life and death. It is called the Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Ex Mortis?
Comic book?
No, it is the Book of the Dead.
Definitely a comic book. So where are you taking it?
Let's just say that the esteemed visitors to the sprawl from Marvog have need of my more macabre talents, what with their ceremonial killings and whatnot.
Okay. I will deny him, just to see how this looks like.
You have no right to deny me, no right to even stand in my view, you pathetic smaggle.
Smaggle. Now that's a new word.
What's that?
Smaggle. Yes, that is the word we mages use to describe worthless, magicless beings such as you. You are a prime grade A example of a smaggle.
Instead of muggles, it's smaggle.
Dude, that's pretty weak.
No, it is not weak. It cuts to the core.
Nah, that's lame. Get out of here.
The Praetor will know of your insolence, little one.
Didn't let the creepy guy into the sprawl. It's gotta be worth at least a pat on the back. Wow. That's the end.
Oh my god!
Okay, let's say we do this,
I
right?
noticed you have some... My... It reads... Does... And... Maybe... Sure.
So let's...
And what business? That must be really hard on you.
Okay, let's talk to him again.
So if people coming through your woods is bugging all of your plant friends...
Plant friends got together, so he was the...
Seems like you have a pretty democratic way.
Yes.
I'm going to let him in this time, just to see what this does. My hopes is that he is not going to kill
you,
people.
Scary tree monster. I think you'll make a fine governor, or Congress tree, or whatever you end up running for.
Thank you. Now all I need is a snappy campaign slogan.
A vote for me is a vote for a tree?
A little on the nose.
Let's see what this... Look at this! Instead of going around and killing people, I convinced the end to actually do something good. You diverted the life path of a violent monster towards a life of politics and public service. Vote Scary Tree Monster. Welcome back. Look, letting the tree monster in was the best choice.
Hello, I wish safe.
Can do.
I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, I gonna need that necklace.
Whoa. So, I didn't.
Yes.
I wish I. I'm gonna have to.
No, you mustn't.
Actually, I
Maybe
shouldn't,
you-
probably.
No, I can't.
No. That.
Okay, doesn't matter what I'm doing here.
I don't know why, but something tells me
Thank you.
taco.
What?
Make my. Hooray!
Okay, I'm going to... Yeah... Will I rewind this? No. Hooray, 20 gold. Imagine you getting paid $20 for, I don't know how many hours of work.
It's you! What are you doing here? Are you here to give me tacos?
No, I've come to reveal my true identity to you.
So, no tacos?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Desdemona.
Oh no.
Princess Desdemona? So, this necklace that looks exactly like the one the princess owns.
Actually belongs to the princess. I'll be taking my necklace back now.
Absolutely.
But my money.
But what about the kidnappers?
There were no kidnappers. I disguised myself and ran away. I'm sorry for all the commotion I've caused. I had to get away to say goodbye to someone important to me before my wedding.
I don't understand.
I'm being forced to marry one of the suitors from these two rival kingdoms.
Yeah, that's old news. What I don't understand is why you, a princess, are here talking to me about it. Shouldn't there be more official people that could play therapist?
Like Stryker? Ash? Oh god. Oh, not Malcolm. I know my father had faith in them. When I'm gone, your advisors will help maintain the balance, blah, blah, blah. They want me out of the way so they can control my father's kingdom. They've never been good at listening to what I want or how I want to rule this land. Nobody listens to me.
Sing it, sister.
And now I'm being forced to choose between allying the Sprawl with the kingdom of Petrard or the Marvog Empire.
You mean Phineas the Pompous Prince or Kargan the Praetor Terror?
And it doesn't even matter if I love them or not. At the end of the day, it's strictly politics. Lucky me.
This is the first time in the game I've been okay being 12.
I just want to make the right choice. Tell me, Lil, what do you think of Prince Phineas?
If you like a cheating bastard, then you are absolutely in the right to choose him. If you want to be a cuck, then yes, choose Phineas.
He's way higher maintenance than you seem to be. And he's an asshole. Nuff said.
And what about Praetor Kargan? What do you think?
Honestly, I have nothing negative really to say about Kargan. I mean, their culture is a little bit strange, but otherwise, nothing wrong there, actually.
I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't already planning my Halloween costume based on her look. She's strong, honorable. She's a babe. What's not to like?
So if you were me, and you had the future well-being of the Sprawl in your hands, who would you choose? Thank you for your honesty. I know my advisors have jerked you around, but I also know you don't always do what they say, and I like that. You remind me of, well, me.
And you remind me of me too, if I was rich and beautiful and influential.
Oh, you are influential. You've changed the course of fate more than you know.
Don't forget beautiful. I am also beautiful.
The sun's coming up. I must go. I shall put my own heart aside and do what's best for the kingdom.
And marry a goblin. Although clearly a vampire, Count Heinrich von Bayer was also a registered chiropractor with a private practice on the outskirts of the rapidly gentrifying Little Ogre Town neighborhood. Denying Heinrich entry was going to make him late for his appointment, so he gave in to his baser instincts and transformed into a bat and flew over the gate. Why did he even walk there? The Count arrived just in time to find an angry mob brandishing pitchforks and torches at the door of his office. The horde was led by none other than Myrna Herkin, a local schoolteacher and leader of the Better Business Bureau. Although numbers were being loosened, there was a steadily growing number of complaints about bitten necks and cases of anemia resulting from the Count's medical practice. She was there to put a stop to it. Maybe it was the light of the torches reflected in their eyes, but it took just one look of Myrna and the Count to fall madly in love. Or it was the fact that he is a powerful vampire. One of those things. The Count swooped down and lifted Myrna up out of the angry mob. He bit her at least 3 times. 3! And made her drink his own blood to facilitate her own vampiric transformation. She left her gig at the Better Business Bureau, and the Count welcomed his new soon-to-be bride into his castle. Now, along with dealing with that pesky Van Helsing fellow who kept trying to kill him, Heinrich also had a wedding plan. The afflicted man was saved from the transformative rays of the full moon, and even should he have transformed, the thick iron bars would have protected everyone. Although the good people of the Sprawl were saved from the wrath of his curse, the mourner was not spared the aggression of his fellow inmates. Cornering him in the cell, they shanked him with a handmade shiv, leaving him there to bleed to death. Luckily, the shiv was whittled out of a silver spoon, miraculously curing him once and for all of the curse of the beast that had attacked him so long ago. Sure. After a fortnight of recovery in the prison's infirmary, The mourner was released back into society. Unfortunately, on his journey back to Scarborough in the Shire of Bessarion, the mourner was attacked by a different werewolf, and suddenly he's cursed again. Seems that if it wasn't for bad luck, this guy would have no luck at all. Jesus. Crown Prince of Pedrat Phineas Pomp stumbled back to his lavish lodgings at the palace. Hungry, drunk, and he lit the fire and put on a pot of stew before passing out on the floor. He awoke the next morning having no memory of how he got home or why his room reeked of burnt stroganoff. But he did remember the rager of a party thrown in his honor by the Mages Guild, and the promises he made to them should he be chosen to marry Princess Desmond.
This Mrs. Abernathy was no Abernathy at all. In reality, it was a horrible shape-shifting monster. Once in prison, the monster assumed the appearance of the warden. The guards, seeing that was wrongfully imprisoned, released him immediately, and the creature was free to stalk the city streets. Once inside the sprawl, we lost track of it. Having the ability to take the form of anyone made it difficult to track, so its whereabouts remain unknown.
So you should have sent them off.
It was reported later that night that an unusually untalkative guardsman Cecil was trying to break its way into the Sprawl's armory. Being denied entry, Guardsman Cecil apparently screamed in a high-pitched voice and ran off into the night. Be on the lookout, for this creature could be anyone.
Tarunius and Athanatos, God, it's him, was unable to meet his with Praetor Kargan that night. His promises of sharing the secrets of necromancy with the Margav Empire went unfulfilled. If he had been successful, the Mages Guild and its agendas would have been conveyed to the Marburg Empire. And if that alliance was put in place, and the Praetor was chosen for marriage by Princess Desdemona, who knows what nefarious plans would have unfolded. Dejected, Tyronius went back to his keep outside of the city walls of the city and contrived another way to forge his allegiance with the Marvagians. He wasn't sure, but he knew his next plan would have to be 100% Lil Gate guard proof.
With the dreams of holding political office now planted in the scary tree monster's head, he stomped his way right to the city clerk's office at City Hall and waited for it to open. The next day, he obtained the necessary paperwork to run for political office. Unfortunately, Scary Tree Monster didn't know how to read or write. Revealing his illiteracy made the city clerk's receptionist laugh out loud, which angered Scary Tree Monster so greatly that he proceeded to throw her into oblivion. When the city clerk showed up finding no receptionist, they hired Scary Tree Monster on the spot to fill the role as their political aide. Scary Tree Monster was now a small cog in the political machine and would no doubt rise in the ranks to one day hold the title of Counselor, or dare we say, Mayor.
That's not bad. When Princess Desdemonda returned to the castle, she refused to answer any questions regarding her whereabouts. She immediately issued a royal decree to cut funding to any active rescue missions and to put an end to the antiquated practice of choosing rescuers via flashy game shows. As she lay in bed that night, she reflected on the little Guardsman advice. She knew that her decision would irreversibly alter the fate of the sprawl, and the fate of every soul who called it home. Right.
And although the princess has come home, she is still remaining quiet on where she was during her missing time, but frankly, I do not care. She's got that look at me, I'm back attitude, and it reflects in her style. You know it. She was seen returning to the castle rocking those possibly was kidnapped leggings, all while sporting a I might have just run away and ran out of money hooded cloak. What do you think she's gonna be wearing at the wedding? No idea, but no doubt it will complement her chosen spouse's home kingdom. That's right. Princess Desdemona has finally made her choice, and it's Praetor Kargan of the Marvog Empire. I knew it was going to be them. It was the obvious choice from the get-go. So obviously obvious. So long, Prince Phineas Pomp of the Petrard Kingdom. You just didn't make the cut. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. Bye.
They don't stop.
Bye.
They don't stop.
Bye-bye. See ya, wouldn't wanna be ya.
Shut up. I hate people like that.
She made her choice. Her life is filled with intrigue, and I feel like I am now somehow intertwined with her fate's path.
I hate people like those two who were on the radio. Is there an actual term for those? Is this falling into the term of Karen? You know, these two dumb girls that are like, I totally knew. Yeah, you know. It's like, is that what you also define as a Karen? I'm not sure. Chelsea. I never heard that. Why Chelsea?
Oh well, off to go see what the gang's up to.
That's what we used to call them back in the day. Okay. And we gonna see the rest a later time.